Hi, this is Yvonne, and in this video, I'm going to share with you the power of positive affirmations. You're going to learn a key technique that successful leaders use to stay calm and positive, even with all the negativity and challenges that come along the way. Recently, I've started using affirmations, and I've really noticed the difference in my life, and I'd love to share it with you. So what makes affirmations so important? Well, affirmations impact the quality of our life. A high quality of life is determined by how you feel moment to moment. So if you want a high quality of life, shouldn't it be a priority for you to consistently stay optimistic? And see, positive affirmations helps us achieve this. Think of your life like a bead of beautiful pearls. Each day that you remain consistently optimistic, no matter the challenges that come along the way, it's like a bead that's added to that string. The feel-good day is a bead that's added to the string. And so the more beautiful beads you add, the more full and luxurious that string of pearls is. So that is our life. And so if we have consistently negative, bad days full of sarcasm, negativity, drama, sadness, fear, depression, anxiety, and stress, if that's what our days look like, then that's called a low quality of life. And so we're going to want to learn the tools and techniques that are really going to support us to have a high quality of life. Don't you deserve that? So affirmation is going to support you to ensure that you maintain peak quality of life consistently. So what are affirmations? Well, simply stated, an affirmation is a positive statement that helps overcome the negative that's naturally going to come during the day. And so it overcomes, it covers over. And if you think of the word affirmation, it affirms, it's a firm belief that you want to overpower. And that's essentially what we're doing. So an affirmation also has ingredients, like when you bake a cake has ingredients like flour, sugar, milk, right? And so affirmations also have key ingredients that allow you to make a great affirmation and ensure that it is successful and effective. So what are those ingredients? Well, first, positive words. Second, visualization. And third, emotion. And we're going to go through each of them. Whatever you express gets impressed. I'm going to repeat that. Whatever gets expressed is impressed into that soil of your subconscious mind. Your ability to stay positive and maintain a consistent, optimistic perspective is really going to support you to maintain a high quality of life. We talked about this. And so when we have negative thoughts, and negative thoughts will come, guaranteed, they will come visit every day. Have you ever played, what is it called? Paper, rocks, and scissors when you were a kid? And then one kid would say, you'd say 1, 2, 3, and then you'd throw that rock or the paper or the scissors, right? And each of these represents something that overcomes something else, right? So think of a negative thought or a thought that flies through your mind. You can't see it, but it's there, like paper, right? Like that game. And how do you overcome that negative thought, that piece of paper? With scissors. And that's where you say a positive word. So for example, if you say, oh, I could never do this. This is hard. I can't do this. That's that negative thought, right? Well, you overcome it with something stronger and more powerful, and that's your word. And what you say, yes, I can. I can do this. I know I can do this. When we take responsibility for actively choosing positive thoughts, it's really going to make a difference to your day. You can overcome this potentially bad day by hijacking it with positive words. Another point that I wanted to make on positive words is self-talk. Self-talk has a dramatic influence in your life. So if you catch yourself maybe driving in the car and you start thinking about things, what do you think about predominantly? Are you gossiping in your mind, thinking negatively about what so-and-so wore or what so-and-so said? Or are you sarcastic generally in your self-talk? Are you putting yourself or others down in your internal self-talk? Pay attention to this internal dialogue and this conversation, because it's going to reveal a lot to you about the inner work that you can begin working on. You want this self-talk to be motivating and affirming. And what I do if I'm driving in a car by myself to help overcome, right, the negative that naturally comes, and I'll listen to positive affirmations about different areas in my life: health, wealth, finances, relationships. And these affirmations are coming and flooding my mind with positive thoughts. I'll come out of that car so engaged and energetic and full of great ideas. And that's what a car ride should be. Or that's what the car ride should give us, is this space to think creatively and imagine what's possible in our life. So again, I want to clarify the importance of positive words and how that allows us to overcome the negative. The second ingredient is visualization. Visualization is the technique to use your imagination in your life. In fact, there's a quote by Albert Einstein that says, "Imagination is the preview to life's coming events." There's also a scripture in Hebrews 11:1. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You want to create a mental picture about what you want in your life. So think about, what is it that I really want in health? Maybe you want to get to your ideal weight. Or maybe in your finances, you want to be financially free. How about in your relationships? Maybe you want to heal that relationship with your mother. How about in your career? You want to be able to land that promotion. So get crystal clear about what it is that you want and visualize that. That is the second ingredient to an affirmation, is getting really crisp and clear on what it is you want and start visualizing yourself doing that. The third ingredient is emotions. You want to engage your emotions. Emotions, think about it, is E, energy in motion. Energy in motion, emotion. So that naturally involves motion, action. So when you feel excited, right, and excitement bubble up, when you start thinking about, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be able to fit in that little black dress that I've been meaning to, or oh, that'll feel so good when I'll heal that relationship finally with my mother. Or, oh, I'm gonna feel amazing when I land that promotion. Or, gosh, I'm gonna feel great when I get to be financially free. That's emotion. And those cannot be bubbled up. It's naturally gonna propel you to action and to do something, even if it's one little thing towards your goal. You see how that's an important ingredient? Emotion. You're gonna wanna sprinkle a little bit of that emotion in there, because that is the secret ingredient for you. There's something interesting that I wanted to share with you about emotions and the frequency of emotions. Emotion is the universal language. And I'm gonna let that sink in. And you're gonna say, what do you mean it's a universal language? There's tons of different, thousands of languages in the earth. Each language may be different, but the emotion is the same across different languages. For instance, Imagine a couple enjoying each other's company, maybe here in the US, and they say to each other, "I love you," in English. Now, on the other side of the world, in Spain, let's say, there's a couple loving each other's company and enjoying each other's time, and they say, "Yo te amo," in Spanish. Now let's go to the other side of the world, in China maybe, and in a beautiful town in China, maybe in Xi'an, they're just enjoying each other's company and they say, "我爱你." Did you see that? Did you feel that? These three different languages, but the base, fundamental language that's universal across all of these languages is love. That's the emotion. And that frequency of love, and there's a frequency for love. It's an exact number frequency for love. That frequency is the same across all languages. Emotion is our base universal language. It's a base frequency. You want to tap into that. So now we've determined, right, and asserted the ingredients for an affirmation. And that's positive words, visualizations to be crystal clear what you want, and emotions to stir you up into action. So now let's talk about what are the benefits to affirmations. Well, affirmations help you eliminate negative and limiting beliefs by keeping your mind on what you want, replacing, overcoming fears, anxiety, stress, depression, addictions, etc. Secondly, the second benefit to affirmations is it redesigns your mindset. When I say mindset, I mean your thoughts and beliefs. So your thoughts that are negative flip over to positive, and your beliefs that are inhibiting, limiting beliefs, turn around and removes that limitation, okay? And so affirmations redesigns your mindset and shifts your mindset so that it's working for you and supporting you and no longer blocking you from achieving your potential. Affirmations are repeatedly telling yourself who you want to be, what you want to do, and what you want to have. It's affirming that. And so continuously affirming this into your life is going to support that thing to be brought into manifestation into your life. How? How is that possible? Well, because actions are going to naturally come when you remove these negative limiting beliefs. The other benefit for affirmations, the third benefit, is that affirmations really supports you visualize what's possible in your life. So when you have an affirmation, maybe in your mirror or in your journal writing, and that affirmation says, "I am financially free." Maybe you're not financially free in the moment, but when you read those words, "I am financially free," or you say those words, "I am financially free," that's gonna support you in visualizing what that might look like. Maybe financial freedom means you get to enjoy painting your favorite hobby that you can't do because you're behind a desk all day, right? Working for another company. But if you're financially free, wow, that frees you up to be able to do what you passionately want to do, right? And so, yeah, so affirmations help you visualize it. It's a simple statement, but it opens up a Pandora's box of possibility for you. Okay, so how do you create an affirmation? Well, it's 3 easy steps. Well, there's a lot of different techniques, but I'm gonna keep it easy and simple and basic for this video. And we're just gonna talk about 3 techniques. The first technique is making sure that you always start an affirmation with, "I am." Those words are so powerful. No one can say I am for you. In fact, in the Bible, it says that God himself says that his name means I am that I am. Wow, that just like brings chills and blows me away to think that these simple words, we misuse it all the time. What do we say? Oh, I'm angry, or I'm not feeling good, or I'm this, I'm that, I'm never gonna achieve that. Oh my goodness, what are we saying? Let's flip it around and have affirmations that support the divine possibilities that is available for each and every one of us. Okay? You are special. So consider that when you say I am, be careful what comes after that. And make sure that it truly reflects your divine nature. The second technique to create an affirmation is making sure that you're very specific. So for example, if you say, oh, I want to go on vacation. Okay, well that's great. You want to go on vacation, but where, right? So how about instead of that, which is, it's fine, that's okay. You want to go on vacation. I want to go on vacation too. A lot of us do. But let's be specific. Where do you want to go on vacation? I want to go to Hawaii on vacation because I want to go swimming. Or I want to go to Colorado to the mountains because I want to go skiing, right? Very different experiences. So let's be specific. The third technique to creating an affirmation is making sure that you say it in a positive tense. Now, what do I mean by that? Let's say, for example, you want to get out of debt. And I've done this, so that's why I'm bringing this up. I'm not going to tell you anything that I haven't experienced myself. So you say, oh, I want to get out of debt. Okay, that's fair. But it's going to serve you a lot more when you say, I want to be financially free. Now that opens things up for you. And there's a neuro-linguistic programming element to this and why it's so important to use these techniques and tools in structuring, right? Structuring your affirmations, okay? So again, we want to structure affirmations by starting with I am. There are many different ways to start an affirmation, but for the basics, let's start that way. That's going to be very powerful for you. You're going to want to be specific, and you're also going to want to make sure that it's in a positive tense. In conclusion, positive affirmations are really going to support you because it's going to help increase your quality of life. And don't you deserve that? I've put together a goal creation masterclass that's really going to support you to create and take action towards your dreams. It's a 4-week program where we start with week 1, setting that foundation and really identifying what your values are. Most people go through life without clearly identifying what it is that they live by, because consciously or subconsciously, you're making decisions based on these values. And so we're going to want to set that foundation first. Then we'll build on that on week 2 with identifying a vision statement. That North Star, do you have a purpose for your life? If you don't, enroll in the masterclass because we have a whole week dedicated to that. The 3rd week, we're going to structure what that mission statement is. Because now that we've got that North Star, we know where we want to go. How are we going to get there? That's where week 3 comes in with a mission statement. And then we wrap things up in week 4 with having SMART goals, right? Specific, measurable, actionable goals. And an action plan, and a weekly, right? A daily, weekly, monthly, annual plan that supports you in achieving your goals and dreams. So I encourage you to enroll in this masterclass today. Don't hesitate. In fact, why don't we hear what other students have to say about their experience in the goal setting masterclass? Remember to click on the like button if you like this video so that others also get a chance to see this video, and subscribe so you're notified of a new video on leadership, personal development, and so much more.
Hey there, my name is Kayaj, and recently I took this course which is called Goal Setting Masterclass from Global E-Learning Institute, and I absolutely loved it.
Because before this, my goal setting was all over the place. Nothing specific, kind of wishy-washy.
I feel like when it comes to goal setting, at least for me, it's hard for me to, get started and stick with certain things.
And then in the end, your dreams and goals just stay on your New Year's resolution list.
I would constantly feel like demotivated because they would just not happen in reality, and I kind of like failed to achieve it. This course is so beautifully designed that it guides you through each stages of goal achievement.
It was a really nice and easy course to follow. The modules were nice and short, so I could fit them around my busy schedule.
My first takeaway was the idea and concept of core values, because quite frankly, before this, I don't think I had any. At least I wasn't aware of what they were. But now, having been through the program, I've identified my top 5 core values and ranked them in order of priority, so I know that every day I'm living life according to my core principles.
It gives me like an action plan that I can follow in real life, where I can align my values, my beliefs, my principles, and come up with like a vision and a mission statement that can be used to give direction to my life and actually achieve those goals.
The second takeaway I got was the idea of SMART goals. I have clear goals and clear, concise action steps attached to those goals to ensure that they become reality.
Each module leaves you with very simple steps to take next. So in module 1, you're given your workbook, and then you complete the steps at the end of each module in your workbook to come up with your final goals.
I found this book to be very helpful. It helped me to correctly map out my goals and how I will get there to accomplish them. So this really helped me to map out exactly what I need to do, how I'm going to get that done with the skills that I already have.
So this course has helped me a lot in understanding what I want from my life in terms of the vision, to develop a mission on how do I get there with the big steps.
And the great thing that I love about this is it's something that you can take away and continue to do outside of the course.
I also really enjoyed the time to sit back and relax in a way and just set some goals and reflect on my days and on my life and on my lifestyle and on what I want to change and how I want the future to look for me.
So it was overall a very helpful tool that I will continue to utilize in my day-to-day goal setting and long-term goals as well.
This course made me ask questions and made me think in ways that I've never thought before, truly.
That basically helped me change my life.
So if you're looking to upgrade the quality of your personal and professional life, I can't recommend the Goal Setting Masterclass enough.
No goal is too big to not be your reality.